What's going on, guys? It's Jack from Keylitic, and welcome to another installment of Niche Hunting. For those of you who are not aware, with the Niche Hunting series, we go online and we try and find winning products. You're going to watch my product research process using Keylitic and other free methods so you can learn how to do product research the right way. So in our product research masterclass, we talked about typing in adjectives into Keylitic. So if you have absolutely no idea what to sell, it'll just generate you some ideas. But for those of you who don't have Keylitic, I want to also provide some value for you guys as well. So we're going to talk about right now just generating ideas if you don't have Keylitic. So if you don't have Keylitic, but you're trying to ball on a budget, what are some things you can do? Well, in the product research class, we talked about using Reddit, and you can also use Facebook to try and find some ads. You can absolutely do those things, but I want you guys to even just take a step back from that and use your noggin. Let's use your brain. So we're going to just go through really quickly some things about what I would do and how to come up with some winning product ideas. Okay, so at the time of recording this, it's September 27th. I'm going to probably post this tomorrow. It's going to be September 28th. So it's late September, but it's also early fall. So if we can just think about things that are starting to get popular in early fall without even typing anything on Google, let's just kind of run through some ideas right now. So we know we have apple picking, we have pumpkin patches, it's starting to be Halloween time, so maybe some spooky things. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is look into apples. Now, make sure you don't type Apple, because I would imagine that would probably give you results from the overpriced smartphone brand and laptop brand, not actually the fruits. So we're going to type in apples and we're going to see the kind of results we get. Okay, so I took some time and sifted through all of the results that Keylitic showed us, and just to save some time on this video, I'm not going to really scroll through every single thing, but I'll show you a couple of things that I thought were really interesting. The first is this Google Trends graph. You can see that it's really just exploding off the charts in sales right now, not searches. We're using the Google Shopping. So it's absolutely at its peak, and it looks like it will have a bit of, a peak and a valley little season, but it looks like it can actually get you all the way through December, which is going to give you a nice couple of months to have really consistent sales in this niche. And there was one thing that really jumped out at me. Now, I saw some things, again, just in the results. I saw Apple products, again, like the earphones and the laptops and things like that. I also saw a lot of board games, apples to apples. These are the kind of things when you're sifting through, you have to realize that are not relevant for you. Now, if I wanted to even be more specific, I could type apple fruit or something like that. But one result I saw was apples and pumpkins, which is a 9.3. So what we can get from this type of information is that people that are buying apple products, the fruit, apple products, are also buying pumpkin-related products. And that was something when we were brainstorming that we had thought of. And again, I do not think of these things up front. I don't do these searches up front. This is all just things that I film on the fly. But it just goes to show you that when you're thinking about these things, when we thought about autumn, we thought about apple picking, pumpkin patches, and scary things, that we can see that these do go together. And that was something that I was able to figure out just from thinking without needing Keylitic or needing to do a Google search. So it just needs, oh, of course, who's this? Alright, before I was rudely interrupted, yeah, so apples. This looks like a really good niche. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down into a couple of different videos over the next couple of weeks. So this week we're going to focus on trying to find an apple product. Next week, we'll try and focus on finding something pumpkin related. Then the following week, because it will be a little bit closer to Halloween, we'll try and find a scary product. So let's see what we can do with apples. So one of the high Keylitic scores when I typed in apple was an apple knife, but I just went and typed in apple cutter because I think that would give us a lot more of a generic result. Now you can see that the trend graph right here is really all over the place. It's not too consistent. But again, I've talked about this before. With Google Trends, whenever you're looking at something on the product level, you're going to see something that's very inconsistent like this. So when you're looking up products, don't pay attention to the Google Trends graph because it's not going to make too much sense. Pay more attention to the niche level or a series of products. Like, for example, maybe sunglasses or rounded sunglasses, but never type in like a very specific, like steampunk sunglasses, straight edge, something like that, where it's going to be so niche you're going to see some weird trend graph results. So let's just kind of look at these apple cutters and let's see what Keylitic is finding on what might make a really good product, because I do really like selling kitchen products. They sell really well. So let's kind of see the features and stuff that people care most about, and then we can probably try and find a good product. Okay, so just scrolling through here, we have apple cutter 16 slices. So when people want an apple cutter, they want something that can cut a lot of different slices. That's good information to have. They want something that's stainless steel. That's also really good information to have. A peeler, that's something I actually didn't even think of. Apple cutter with safety cover, that's also really good. So you can see we're getting core features that people are really looking for. So when we go to make our product listings, we want to also make sure we're putting a lot of these keywords into our product listings, because it's really going to help us get found on Google for SEO and also sell the products. So for example, we can see that an apple cutter stainless steel has a 9.8. So we want to make sure we're making very clear in our marketing and in our product listing that the apple cutter is stainless steel. So let's just kind of look through a couple of these and let's see if we can find a cool product. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Apple Cutter Slicer. We're going to open it up in AliExpress. Now, I'm not too sure if you guys have been paying attention to the Facebook group, but we actually just launched a brand new plugin as of yesterday. When you watch this video, it'll be a couple of days now. And I'm going to show you how this Keylitic plugin works and how it's going to save us a lot of time on our product research. Okay, so we're on the Apple slicing page right now. I sorted by orders. I always recommend doing that just so you can make sure things that have the most demand are kind of up from the top. But now what you would normally do is, let's say we just clicked on this product and we thought it looked really cool, or we thought it would sell really well on our store. Normally what you would do is you would go to Facebook and you would type in Apple Slicer. You would try and find some ads for this product to see if it was saturated. But we can find out literally in about 5 to 6 seconds a bunch of different information from our Keylitic plugin. So there's two different variations of the Keylitic plugin. There's the light version and the pro version. So you can see I clicked on one of the versions right now, and this is the pro version. So what you're going to see right now is when we clicked on this product, we're going to tell you how many drop shipping stores are currently selling this product. Right now we can see that this specific product has one seller selling it. Then we have our seller's sales percentage. This is how many of these total orders, which is 2,120, how many of those orders are coming from drop shipping stores. So we can see that this one seller is selling 3% of these total amount of orders. So this person is actually doing really well. Now, everything we do is color coded. So we can see we have everything showing up here is green. That's good. That means the competition is low and the seller's sales percentage of total sales is low. So these two things really let us know about the competition of the product. And we can see because they're both green, the competition is low. Just like the Keylitic web application, the Chrome extension also has a Keylitic score. It's the same logic as far as a 1 to 10 scale, with the higher the number being the higher opportunity this product has to sell on your dropshipping store. So we can see on this case we have a 7, which is a really good score. So based on everything I'm seeing here, this product actually looks like it might be something we could try and sell. Now we're going to keep looking just to try and find a couple more examples, or maybe we can find something a bit cooler. But based on the Chrome extension, the Pro version, this looks like it's a really good offer. Now the Lite version, on the other hand, is a bit more affordable, and it's going to just give you that information on how much competition a product has. So maybe you don't really care about the Keylitic score so much, and you don't care about the opportunity score. So for some people who just want insights on the competition, we've created the Lite version for you, just so you can get those insights and save a bit of money as well. If you guys are interested in purchasing either the Pro version or the Lite version, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video where you can check that out. But let's get back into the video where we start trying to look at a couple of more products. When I was scrolling through AliExpress, I actually found a product that was like an apple core remover. So I clicked on that, and then I actually decided just to go to the general listing where I could find a bunch of them. And these actually look like they have a fair amount of orders across a bunch of different ones. So there's definitely some opportunity here. But what we're going to do is I'm going to click the one that has the most orders. And I just want to get an idea really quickly of if this product has a lot of competition and if it has a high opportunity score to sell well. Okay, so we're looking at the product and we can see it has 1,410 orders. Now, a lot of gurus used to tell you, and truthfully I'm guilty of this as well, to try and find products that had like 500 to 1,000 sales, no more than that, because then it's saturated. But truthfully, that doesn't really make any sense because we didn't know how many of these sales were coming from dropshipping stores. So if it was just all coming from consumers and there was no one actually selling this product, then the product's not really saturated because they're not seeing it on Facebook, on YouTube ads, or on Google ads. They're just shopping on AliExpress to find it. So let's just try and do a search right here just to try and get a general idea on if this product is being sold by dropshipping stores. Okay, so we can see the results are in, and there's currently no one selling this product, so that means the seller's sales percentage obviously are 0, because if there's 0 stores selling it, then there's 0 sales coming from those stores. But we can see the Keylitic score is also a bit lower with a 6. So this is something that a 6 isn't too bad, it's average. So that yellow is something where it's average. So I would say if you see a score that's yellow, if you have a really strong vision on how you can market it, then I would say actually go for it. So you can see, because there's just no sales, or no sellers rather, selling this product, I think this is actually a really interesting opportunity. So when you're using the Keylitic plugin, it's really just all about balancing which variables are most important to you. They're all very important in their own way. So this actually is a product, despite having a bit lower of a Keylitic score, I think we could actually try and potentially sell. Okay, so the last product I saw was this apple slicer right here. Now, while it does do the same thing functionally as the first one we saw, it actually looks like an apple. Like, this one physically looks like an apple, and so I think on an ad it would be much more clear to people, especially in an image ad, that this is what it's for. And I like things that actually look unique like this too, and it's got the colors of an apple. So, and it also cores it as well and slices it. So just like the first product, I think this is really interesting. So you'll notice that this has 46 orders, and it's a relatively new product on AliExpress. So normally with the Keylitic plugin, number of sales and orders is a factor, but it's not just the only factor that we take into account. So you can see here that while this product only had, I think it was like 46 orders, you can still, it still has a Keylitic score of 4. And so I know what you might be thinking, that, you know what, this is kind of a low score, but it's still average. There's still some opportunity here. And so what's really important when it comes to data science and business and really just life, don't just take everything at face value. So like, yes, this is a 4. It seems low, but to me, with the eye test, I can see that I know that this product is a bit unique. You know, it's just like the apple slicer from before, but visually it's a little bit different, and it's a bit more clear what this product does. And you can see that there is just one seller selling this product already, even though it's a brand new product, and they have 35% of those 46 orders. So this one seller tapped into this product even though it's new, and is already selling it with a good amount of success. So that just goes to show you it doesn't really matter too much about the number of orders and a lot of these vain metrics that I think people can get caught in. And that opportunity score from Keylitic is an algorithm I built after scraping thousands upon thousands of products and determining what variables led to a product either going viral or being popular on a dropshipping store. And so we can see, yes, it has a few amount of orders, but it's still showing a lot of potential. So if this product maybe had, you know, a couple more orders, you know, once it's a bit more established and has 1,000 more orders, then maybe this product would be a lot higher of a Keylitic score. But don't just get caught up in that orders number. Check the Keylitic score just to see, and if something is yellow, you know, maybe you can. It's worth testing it out. But again, don't get lost in the data. Use your noggin. That's the whole, I guess that's the whole theme of this episode, is to use your noggin. We're looking at this, and it passes the sniff and the eye test for me that it's something that's really cool, and maybe the Keylitic score is a bit low, but there's still some opportunity here. The last product I saw which looked pretty interesting was this electronic slicer. So you can see its unit cost is really high, but you could also probably sell a product like this at a really high amount. So we're just going to use the Keylitic plugin just to get an idea of what this product is doing and what its potential is. So, okay, yeah, this is not good. So we could see there's one seller selling the product, which is not bad. That's a good thing. The competition is low. You can see they have about 9% of sales. So it looks like they've probably sold, a fair amount. Not too much, but they've sold a bit. And if their margins are good, maybe they've picked off a couple $100 from this product if they're, if they're selling it for like $50 or something. But the Keylitic score. So if you remember the previous product, it only had 46 orders, but its Keylitic score was 4. It was a lot higher. This one's a 1.5, even though it has more than double the orders. So that just goes to show you, again, orders is not everything. It's not about just the number of orders. It's a factor. As you can see, it's a very small factor, actually, just from our analysis and what I've uncovered from all my research. So this product, though, if something is red, this is just really low. The only time I would ever recommend selling something that has a 1.5 is if you absolutely, in your heart of hearts, know that there's a way you could sell this and it's just like absolutely awesome, and I'm never again gonna say if something is red, avoid it. This is what the science says, but as we know, science is not always right. And everything here, while we do believe it's highly accurate, again, after scraping thousands of products, at the end of the day, everything from science has a bit of an estimation to it. Even the most popular tools out there are estimating things. We are highly confident in our estimations, but don't just take everything at face value. So this 1.5, again, for me, I would steer clear of that. But if you know deep down in your heart and in your soul you could sell this product well, who am I to stop you? But the data is showing it's going to be a lot harder for you to succeed than these other products we saw. Okay, so that's going to wrap up the video. In this video, we were able to determine that the Apple niche right now is really hot, and it's something we could definitely exploit. It would probably last for a couple of months, and you can try and sell some of the products that I've found, but I highly recommend doing your own independent research and maybe not even targeting the Apple niche. The whole point of this video series is not to show you exact products you should sell, but how to go about doing the product research process. So if you want to use our new extension, just go to keylitic.com, just click this extension tab right here. It's going to take you to our page where you can buy it. The Pro version right now is $100. It's a one-time fee, so it's just pay it up front. It's not a monthly recurring thing. You just buy it once. And then our Lite version, which doesn't show the Keylitic score, is $50. So if you go to buy it, it's going to route you to the Google Chrome web store, so that's where you can buy it. But again, you don't have to buy it. You can do product research on your own without paid tools. It's just going to take a lot longer. If you want to get more information on trending niches or how to do product research in general, I definitely recommend joining the Keylitic Facebook group, which is called the Dropshipping Product Research Group, which is sponsored by Keylitic, of course. And if you have not seen the Product Research Masterclass, that's where we undergo the entire product research process, from trying to come up with a product idea to actually putting that product on your store and writing its listing and pricing your product. Just that entire process we lay out for you. I will probably be updating that course on YouTube within the next couple of weeks, because now we have the extensions, and I think there's a couple of bit more of really useful information we could put, and I'll probably do that in a video, so look for that in the next couple of weeks. Again, the Product Research Masterclass on YouTube is free. It's not a paid course. I'll put it up in that little bubble that's going to pop up right there, and it'll take you to the playlist if you have not seen it yet. But that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next niche hunting. I'm trying to do these every Friday, so I'll see you next Friday, I guess. Peace!